Hello, AP Lang and Comp. I've been asked by a few people who have had difficulty with putting in like extensive direct quotations into their paper, how to do this paraphrasing thing that I keep talking to you all about. So, one of them allowed me permission to use her paper to kind of discuss paraphrasing and how paraphrasing works. So, I'm going to do that today and kind of show you a little bit about it. So, first, paraphrasing is where you take information that's provided to you in research and you basically put it in your own words, change the wording of the original idea so that you can take a look at it and see how to incorporate that research, but in your own way. That doesn't involve anything too complicated, but just putting something in your own words. So if you take a look at this direct quote, so this student is writing about how participating in sports actually helps people academically. And in this case, the main claim is that sports prepare people for future careers and post secondary education. So the direct quote that they have in is when students in high school participate in sports, here's where the direct quote begins, develop lifelong habits that transcend high school, including a stronger sense of self confidence in building relationships with others, having an expanded capacity for empathy, developing a better understanding of self, and in so doing, understanding how their actions affect others. So we're um, we're going to put this in our own words. And here is our potential paraphrase. So we're going to go with when students in high school participate in sports. And now we're going to take that. And the idea behind a paraphrase as opposed to a summary is that it's in your own words, but it's closely follows what the writer has written. It's not word for word, but it closely follows. Because it's a paraphrase, we still have to, and even a summary, we still have to include a citation for that, but we are changing it a little bit to put it into our own words. So here we go. Now we have when students in high school participate in sports, they're able to develop habits that they will use throughout their whole lives, including building relationships and empathy, understanding themselves, and developing a realization of how their own actions affect those around them. Totally, not totally different words, but a lot different words. Not a direct quote, it is a paraphrase. I still put in the citation behind it right there because it's not my idea. It's this Amaro person's idea, but I've put it into words that I guess are a little bit easier. Maybe it goes better with my paper or something along those lines, but it's the same idea. So that is the potential paraphrase. If we move down later in the paper, we have athletes at a young age learn about teamwork through quote, the diverse pairing of personalities and scenarios which helps an athlete become adaptable, persistent, and patient. Team sports also teach a sense of group and individual responsibility. So here we go. We're going to paraphrase that in our own words. Athletes at a young age learn about teamwork through the different activities that they take part in sports, which may include different personalities and scenarios, and also teach responsibility for both yourself and for others that you work with within that sport. Done. So you're basically, again, putting it in your own words and giving an idea of how that works. Okay, hopefully that helps you. Remember, paraphrasing is number one, taking a direct quote, putting it in your own words, keeping it similar in length to what you already have, but making it fit better with the flow of your paper. The direct quotes, when you use someone else's words, it doesn't follow the same tone as your own writing, and it kind of causes like this hiccup essentially in the paper where it just doesn't work as well. It shows a less sophisticated, less mature writer to do lots of direct quotations into a paper. You can have some if it says exactly what you want it to say or if it's a literary analysis paper. However, this is research, and in research, you want to start reading things figuring out what it says, and putting it in your own words for the reader. All right. Hopefully that helps you, those of you who have to do that. And if you have any more questions about paraphrasing or direct quotations in your research, please let me know and I'll do more screencasts.